Sorry.
All right, time for something heavy outside our Beacon Hill studio. Peter Cadges, formerly of the Phoenix, Cosmo Macero of O'Neill and Associates. And are you guys jacked for tomorrow?
Absolutely.
The president's coming to town. Here's the question, Cosmo. We asked it at myfoxboston.com. Should the president be coming to Boston the day of Game 6 of the World Series?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't he?
Security reasons, for starters.
You know what? I think the city has absolutely shown it can handle big crowds. There's been many big crowds and big events over the past several months since the marathon bombing, and I think it's absolutely fine. I think it's in the American spirit of baseball that the president happens to be here at the same time as the World Series.
90% of our pollsters say no, Peter. Cosmo says yes. Where do you come down?
I say Boston's a world-class city. World-class cities can do more than one thing at once.
We can walk and chew gum at the same time.
We took the words right out of my mouth. And there's loads of overtime for the Boston police.
Which is a good thing. Because sleep is going to be at a premium, Cosmo, and resources are at a premium, especially if there's going to be a parade the next day or two.
Look, it's not easy, but the city has run strong over the past year, and I think that the city will be strong and prepared for anything.
All right, here's question 2. Should the president be coming regardless of the World Series? After all, as the New York Post points out, in 2009, in trying to sell Obamacare, which is what he's doing in the city, the president famously said, if you like your health care plan, don't worry, no one's going to touch it. Well, now the White House has finally had to admit that there could be millions of people that lose the health care plan that they like because it doesn't meet Obamacare requirements after all.
Well, you know, when Obamacare was first going through Congress, I was extremely skeptical of all the promises that the Obama supporters were making. Now, I'm just as skeptical about all the criticisms being leveled at it. I mean, it took Medicare and Medicaid 3 years to settle down, and now it runs pretty smoothly. So I'm firmly in the wait-and-see camp.
I think creating access and new options is a great thing. Instilling some personal responsibility is a good thing. Disrupting household status quo when there's really no problem with that household status quo is a real problem. And I think if that's what's happening here, you're disrupting an important part of someone's financial life, their health plan.
And it's the ones that, if you have an individual plan rather than employer-based plan, 50% of them are probably going to lose their health care, which means their health care is going to go up and they can dare afford it.
Absolutely. And the red tape that everyone deals with their health plan. For someone who's buying their own plan, it's very complicated. So disrupting that, I think, is really unforgivable.
And yet the irony of all of it, he's going to the very place where Romney signed Romney Care, even though we argued for years that it had nothing to do with it, right?
Do you think that's why he's going there?
I do.
Yes, it is. Romney Care, whether the Republicans like it or not, is the foundation for the Obama plan.
And sometimes
the Obama plan is a brainchild of a Republican think tank.
Sometimes things work better in the laboratory. And the laboratory is the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, where it's worked relatively well. It's not the case nationwide.
Quickly, November 5th, fast approaching. Yet the question is this: with Game 6 approaching even faster, does anybody care about the historic mayor's race in the city of Boston?
Oh, sure. I mean, my neighbors in Jamaica Plain, I think it's... Everyone is talking about it. Yes, everyone's talking about the Red Sox too, but as you just observed wisely a minute ago, Bostonians can, walk and chew gum at the same time.
I think citywide and beyond people care. Their mindset is being pushed aside a little bit on the election because of the Red Sox. But I got to tell you, this election is going to be won on Election Day with shoe leather, with emails and text messages and getting out the vote because it's that close at the toss-up. That's going to make it real exciting on Election Day. In the meantime,
well, you guys gave a good PC answer, but the right answer is no one cares till the World Series is over. That's the bottom line.
By the way, Marty Walsh predicted in the last debate that the Sox would win it in 6. So will he get a boost if his prediction comes true? We'll see.
I predict a robust and spirited competition.
Thank you, Cosmo. That's really
I'm not going to be that guy. I'm just not going to be that guy again.
Good. You shouldn't be that guy. You're horrible at predictions. They're the heavy hitters. The Fox 25 News at 8 starts right now.